You hear a lot about elevator action, and justly so. It was an arcade classic, but you hear a lot less about this version. And that's kind of unfortunate because as great as the original is, elevator action might be even better on the Game Boy. Now obviously, few ports are ever as popular as the original classics, and especially in this case, one of the reasons is simply time. Elevator Action was released for the Game Boy in 1991, meaning it had already existed in several incarnations on several platforms for almost a decade, and another one, no matter how great it was destined to be viewed in precisely those terms. Oh, it's just another one. But see, the thing is, the elevator action on the Game Boy deserves a little more credit. This version takes the core gameplay that made the original a classic and actually has the balls to make some changes. Now, things like that tend to divide gamers, but it's hard to deny those adjustments to elevator action are actually improvements. Now, the first thing you notice is the aesthetic improvement. You don't normally say this about a handheld version, but elevator action looks better on the Game Boy than its prior versions. The sprites are more detailed, the animations are better, you get the black outlines that give everything a lot more definition.
My little dude's got the moves. I've never really spent all that much time with this game, but I love it. Elevator action, where have you been all my life? One of my clones would say this is like Rolling Thunder meets Spy vs. Spy. My other clone is busy drinking beer playing pinball. What's important is that they're both happy. The objective in elevator action is to use as many forms of transport between levels as possible without actually climbing stairs, while also searching for all of the rooms with an exclamation point, which contain 500 points and something. Something important because you can't complete the level without hitting all of those doors. The doors with question marks contain a shotgun, machine gun, a grenade, bonus points, or an extra heart for your life bar. I think once you have the shotgun or machine gun, you can just ignore them, because if you get the grenade, you're screwed. That's the worst weapon in the game.
And of course, the game tweaks a lot more than just its appearance. In fact, one of its biggest changes has to do with your weapons. And yeah, that's plural. See, in this version, Agent 17 has a lot more than just that wimpy pistol. He can find shotguns, grenades, and freaking machine guns as well. And each one has its own unique advantages and disadvantages. Another cool thing about this version is that the level layouts are better too. They're more complex, and they even add some new gimmicks, like laundry chutes that are actually shortcuts to lower floors. It really takes the whole concept of elevator action to a new level, so big thanks to our pal Kel from California for sending this along. Despite all the things it changes, elevator action is still elevator action on the Game Boy. Everything that makes it such a classic is still there, and nearly every adjustment proves to be an improvement. So don't get stuck in the dark. Elevator action is still a classic on the Game Boy.